Hi, and welcome back to another Outerplane video. So I know I said I was going to have the day 5 of the progression guide series up yesterday, but unfortunately due some time constraints, I also had a lot of things going on yesterday. I couldn't get it up, but it will be up today. The real purpose of this video is I had a request from a member of the Facebook community that I belong to do a floor 90 guide. So I had done a floor 65 guide a little bit ago, and I'm just going to kind of structure this one kind of the same way I did that. And I'm going to show you guys the original team that I used to beat this floor, and then I'll do another run and I'll show you an alternative team that you can use. First, we're going to go over the boss, Tyrant Toddler. His first and second skill aren't very important. First one being a single attack, and his second one being a AoE. His third skill is his ultimate is a Breath of Destruction, attacks all enemies, inflicting petrification, excluding from the healer for 2 turns. As a result, Tyler's speed is reduced by 1 turn. Okay, so here you can use 2 healers to kind of counteract this. One being Tio, her S2. When he uses this, will proc, and she'll remove that petrification on the rest of your party. Another one is Feignin. You can just, put her immunity up, and she's going to protect the whole team. You can keep pressing damage. The real key of this boss is you want to try to press down. You want to kind of press as much damage as you can as fast as possible, and kind of get him down, because he has mechanics that will allow him to outpace your team and just kill you. So his passive here is Wilderness Adaptability. He's going to get a berry at the start of battle, and it's going to last for 3 turns, and he's going to reduce weakness gauge damage by 90%. This is all why he's not enraged, of course. So you're not going to break him. You're not going to be able to break him until he's in the rage state. And then this is the ability I was talking about here. This Fury stacks. He's going to get 15%, increase of 15% on his attack every turn. And like I said, if you don't down him fast, he's just going to outpace you because he's going to get so much attack, and he's just going to kill you. And as you can see right here in his enrage, he's going to enrage every 3 turns. It's going to increase his attack and speed, which is more attack. So this is why you want to try to kill him as fast as possible. And then when he comes out of his enrage speed, his enrage, he's going to use Descent of the Tyrant, and it's going to attack all enemies and does a large amount of damage. So this is probably wipe your party. Other than that, like I said, he's not too tough. You just want to kind of push damage. At this point, you should be like mid to late game. Your gear should be good. You just want to watch survivability. Try to make sure your units aren't too squishy. All in all, like I said, not too hard. Like I said, my original setup here my Francesca hasn't changed. That's why I'm not going to do this on auto, because this team won't be able to do it on auto with Francesca. She just doesn't have the damage output, but that will be able to do it. I did pick Francesca because the boss is light. She's going to have the attribute advantage over him. And at the point I was trying to do some damage testing with Francesca. So, but you don't have to use a dark unit here. You can use other DPSs. This is his personal preference of mine. So we're just gonna go ahead and go into the run and show you how it's done. So like I said, you want to try to push damage as fast as possible, as much damage as you can. Valentine really helps here. I got it on auto. So the first thing you do is push him back. Resist it, of course. And just start pushing down as fast as you can. Hopefully, if you're running nowhere here, you know where it's fast, hits hard. squishy. My Francesca is kind of squishy. Another thing I want to mention is like I know some people might watch it, but watching this priority gauge down here is pretty important. Like if I would have just pushed with my Valentine there, I would have pushed Francesca above in front of the boss, and she could have pushed some more damage there. But since I wasn't paying attention, I didn't. More damage coming up on our rage. Valentine push. No. Got a Francesca. That's fine. Like I say, if you don't do enough damage fast enough, of course he's just gonna outscale you and kill you there. But we should be fine still here. There we go. Not a bad run other than Francesca dying. So now I'm going to show you a different team that you can use here. I said if your team is more offensively oriented, you can push damage faster. You might be able to kill him before he enrages. So I'm going to attempt to do that for this here. Setup here should work. I can use other units except other than internal or Noah. You can use Ren here. You can use Dolly here. An alternative for Valentine is Cindy. While she doesn't have a crit buff, she has an accuracy and an attack buff, so that will help push damage. Really, whatever DPS you want to use, as long as their gear is good and you can push damage fast, you should have no problem. So we're just gonna go ahead and go into the run. No, this team should be able to auto this. And there we go. There we go. Uh, come back in here and we'll talk a little bit before we close. So this team setup here, like I said, is more geared to the offense. No healer. I chose Veronica and Valentine because the banners are up. Hopefully you've been pulling on them and we got one of them. Veronica's going to really help you here because that defense buff is going to help your survivability a lot. Veronica wants to keep the defense buff on so she can keep triggering her dual attacks. I'm going to be doing a showcase on Veronica like later on. Those dual attacks are pretty important. But of course Valentine for damage. Noah for damage. Again, you can use like Ren. As for the Eternal slot, Dolly works here. But another skill chain here. If you're lacking damage and you still want to try it like this, you might put Veronica at the back. That way, she always has her. When you do your chains, she's gonna give herself a defense, or your team a defense buff actually. And the way her dual attacks work are, as long as she has a defense buff on, she's gonna always trigger a dual attack. Maybe on her turn, or if you have her on counters, she'll be able to trigger dual attacks off the counter attack. But other than that, just like I said, try different things. Don't feel like you gotta rush. Floor 100 got nerfed here recently, so once you get up there, you should be able to knock it out. Just work on gear, working on your characters. Just don't let it get you tilted. There's no reason to get frustrated. If you can't do it one day, just grind out, and you should be able to pass it. Hopefully, this guide helps you guys. If I need to do any further floors, I said all you need to do is ask, and I'll put a guide together for you, and hopefully it helps you progress to the point where you want to be in the game. On that note, I'm going to end this video, and I'll see you on the next one.